What's up, YouTube? We got a hater in the mix. 50 subscriptions last night, 49 this morning. So we have a defector. I'm gonna need you guys to get your pitchforks, get your torches, so we're gonna ride on somebody later. Nah, I'm just playing. I gotta tell you this story real quick before I get into what this video is about. I was at Hy-Vee grocery store last night. Big grocery store around here, big chain, probably across the country. I was over in the deli type pre-made food section where they make, you know, a bunch of food, package it, and you can buy it. I guess that's pretty much the whole grocery store, but whatever. This side was like pasta salads and olives and things like that. I come around the corner, I see some woman, I think it was a woman, I couldn't really tell from behind, wasn't really trying to get in there and creep, but she had 2 packages of these pasta salad olive things, I don't know what they were, opened, picking and swapping between the 2. Like, oh, I want 3 black olives, and I'll give you 2 green olives and a chunk of cheese. Like, swapping back and forth. It was nasty. No, I did not say anything. No, I didn't think fast enough to get the camera out and videotape her. Him, her, whatever. And no, I didn't tell management. I got out of there before I threw up. But do not eat that shit there. You need to know that, because that was fucking disgusting. Alright, main topic of the video. Trucking for the money. Should you look into trucking mainly for the money? I think a lot of the negativity that surrounds the trucking industry, especially online, is people that got into the job for this reason. First of all, you're a grown-ass man or woman. You can do whatever you want, you know. But I'll give you my opinion based on all the research I've done. The economy is crap. You know, unemployment is high. You know, there's not a lot of jobs out there for people, you know, that don't have a college education, that, you know, have families to support. You know, there's not a lot of decent paying jobs out there. And with trucking, you can get started and trained within a few weeks or months for very little money out of your pocket. So that attracts people to get in. And if you're starting out making, I'm estimating $25,000 to $35,000 first year, quite possibly on the low side, but I don't want to, you know, think I'm going to be big baller and then not be all disappointed and go cry about it on the internet, all that. You know, that can be a step up from, you know, being a custodian or something like that, you know, where the money might not be that great. You know, first of all, you know your financial situation far better than I do. You know, for me, personally, the money's going to be fine to good, to more than good, you know. I don't need to be big baller rich dude. I make hovering around $20,000 right now a year, living paycheck to paycheck, and it sucks. It's been my whole life, all 30 years, and I'm tired of it, you know. Like I'm dead tired of it. And if I can get out into trucking and make more, plus have a couple $100 more in my pocket because I'm not paying rent, then that's a nice little come up. But that is not at all what I'm looking at. I hate everything about my job right now. So I looked at what trucking is, you know, what you do, what you deal with, the ups and downs, the pros and cons, all that stuff. And it fits me and my personality, what I enjoy doing, and it's not at all about the money for me. A lot of people that do get in this for the money are disappointed because they don't realize that it's not a road trip. It's not Breckin Meyer. It's not, we got all this. Bam. It's not this. This isn't trucking right here. Whatever. It's not all fun and games. There's a lot of work into it. You put in 70 hours plus a week. You factor your wages down, and if you're doing it for the money, you might end up making more, in a job closer to home. When you break it down, if you go hourly wage, if you're not into working hard, if you're not into the long hours, sitting and waiting, driving, the stress of deadlines and weather and traffic, all that stuff that goes into it, then you're probably going to be disappointed because the money is probably not going to be worth it to you. If you go the owner-operator route, independent contractor, you can make quite a bit of money, but a lot of that money goes right back into the truck. I don't have a whole lot of information on that side of it, because I'm not even paying attention to that right now. I'm going all company for at least a few years to learn the ropes and understand it myself. But in my opinion, for me personally, it's not. That's too much work for me, having to deal with all the paperwork, all the fuels, all the taxes, all the paper, everything. That's just too much. Just let me get in the truck and drive from point A to point B. That's my look at it. I don't want to have to deal with all the other stuff. Maybe at some point I will, but that's down the road. And there's people on here that will tell you that you can make a shitload of money. I'm not at all calling them liars, because you very well could, but you have to pay your dues at first. Don't come in thinking, hey, I'm gonna make $60,000 my first year, I'll be caking. It's not gonna be like that. You got to pay dues. You got to earn your stripes, whatever you want to call it. You got to work. You got to prove your worth to a company. A lot of people will get in here and just jump right into the lease truck because, hey, you make twice as much per mile, and then find out that they haven't figured out the industry, how to make it work for them. They're not used to running so hard. They're not used to all that stuff. They don't know how to maximize their time to make the most out of their profits, and they end up losing a lot of money and that kind of stuff because they didn't know what they were getting into. What I seem to see when I look at these websites, when I'm just Googling companies or just trying to get information about the industry in general, is a ton of negativity. Tons of it. And it seems to stem from people that weren't cut out for trucking getting into trucking. I mean, that's the bottom line from what I've seen. People that went to it for the money. Quick money, easy money. You don't need expensive education. You don't need this and that. And I think a lot of our nature as humans is to travel and explore. And with a truck you can do that. But I don't think people take the time to actually look into the hard work that it is. And the lack of respect that you get on the road, the isolation that you deal with on the road, and the time that you spend out there, away from your family, friends, and away from everybody in general, really. So, that's my thoughts. The money is definitely not everything in trucking. Find out more about the industry before you decide to sign up and get going. Don't Breaking news, Sports Center, Vic's the starting QB. Yeah, who cares? My boy Macklin hurt ACL. Oof, that's rough. I'm thinking next year. This is his contract year. He's gonna be hurt all year. I'm looking at him coming to the Chiefs, rejoin with Andy Reid, come back to Missouri. Come on now. He's sick. But yeah, chucking for the money is not, I don't think, worth it. Granted, I don't have the experience that a lot of these guys out there have, but I would think most of them would probably say the same. It's not a job. You know, you're not clocking in and clocking out. You know, you might get a local gig right away, but a lot of those places want experience. So you're going to be out for a while, at least at first. You know, first 6 months, first year, first couple years. You know, it's not going to be easy. So, you know, it's not something where you can just go to work and tune out for 8 hours and then go home and do whatever you want. You know, it's a lifestyle. It's work. It's you know, it's not fun and games. I mean, not that you can't have fun and play games out there. I'm just saying that, you know, it's far more than just driving around. And I think that's my main message, is that truck driving is far more than just driving around. Yeah, that's all I got for you. Let's see where we at. 11 minutes. Meh. Yeah, that's what I got for you. Like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to contact me with questions, opinions, hate, mail, whatever. everydaydayproductions@gmail.com is how you can message me or email me. Somehow you can send private messages on YouTube. I don't really know how to do that. I just respond to the ones that I get. I haven't really looked around for that, but you know, you can figure that out. A comment, and I'll comment back. You know, comment with your email. I can email you. But yeah, that's it. 6 days. I'm gonna be heading down to Springfield. This time next week, I'll probably be doing testing. You know, drug testing, physicals, all that kind of stuff at this point. Maybe getting on some of that simulator action. You know, learning. But, you know, until that time, until I see y'all again, be blessed. Have a good day. Whatever, man. I don't know. I don't know how to close videos, you know. Still working on that. At some point, I might get some video editing type stuff and be able to do some crazy stuff. But until then, be safe. I'm gonna go eat a sandwich and watch some of this here Sports Center. But yeah, tell your friends your boy is right here. Be